Hello, everyone. Thank you so much for joining me today. I'm really happy you're here because we're going to talk about something very special. Today, I want to talk with you about kindness. Maybe you've heard the word kindness before. Maybe your parents or teachers have said, be kind to your friends. Or maybe you have been told, it's important to show kindness to others. But have you ever stopped and wondered, what is real kindness? Is it only saying nice words, or is it helping someone when they are sad? Is it only between people, or can we be kind to animals or our world, too? I want you to imagine something. Close your eyes for just a moment and think, what does kindness look like? Does it look like a smile? Maybe it looks like sharing your favorite toy, or helping your mom when she's tired, or lending a pencil to someone in class. Maybe kindness is listening to your friend's problems, or writing a thank you note to your teacher. Sometimes, the world tells us that kindness is all about doing good things for others. And that's true. But kindness is a bit like a beautiful painting with many colors. Sometimes, kindness is big and easy to see, like when someone stands up for a person who is being bullied. Other times, kindness is so small that almost no one notices it, like when you quietly let your little sister play with your favorite game because you know it will make her happy. But I want to tell you something special. Kindness is not only about our actions. It's also about the way we think about other people, and even the way we think about ourselves. Sometimes, it's easy to be kind to someone we like. But what about the kid in your class who always talks loudly, or the one who seems mean sometimes? Is it possible that kindness matters even more with them? Imagine you're at school, and you see someone drop all their books on the floor. Their cheeks are turning red, and you can tell they're embarrassed. A group of kids start laughing. What do? You have a choice. You could walk by, or you could laugh with the others. Or you could decide, I want to be kind. You could kneel next to them and help pick up the books. You could smile and say, it's okay. It happens to everyone. In that moment, kindness is choosing to help, even when no one else is helping. But there's something even deeper. Sometimes, kindness means standing up for someone, even if it feels scary. Maybe you see someone being teased, and you know it's wrong. Real kindness is not always easy. It can be scary to do the right thing, but that's when it means even more. Kindness is brave. Now, let's think about something else. Have you ever felt left out? Maybe you were the last one picked for a game, or maybe you had a birthday and fewer friends came than you hoped. Do you remember what that felt like in your heart? Not so good, right? Now imagine you saw someone else feeling that way. You remember what it feels like, so maybe you go sit with them, or invite them to play, or just ask, are you okay? Sometimes the most powerful kindness is when we remember what it feels like to be sad, and we don't want anyone else to feel that way. Do you know what's amazing? Kindness isn't just about big or dramatic moments. It's about little choices, every single day. You can choose kindness every morning. It's like a superpower you already have inside of you, and you can use it wherever you go. You might be thinking, but what if I don't know how to help? Sometimes we're scared we might make things worse, or maybe we're shy. You can start with something simple. A smile, a wave, or even just a quiet hello. It might feel like a small thing, but to someone who is feeling lonely, it could mean the world. Now, I want you to imagine that the world is like a big lake, and every time you do a kind thing, it's like dropping a small pebble into the water. At first, the pebble seems very small, but soon, you begin to see circles moving out, getting bigger and bigger. That's what kindness does. When you are kind to someone, maybe they feel better. Maybe they have a better day. Maybe they decide to be kind to someone else. And the kindness you started grows and grows, even when you can't see all the effects. Let me tell you a little story. Long ago, there was a boy who liked animals. He once saw a bird stuck in a puddle after a rainstorm. The other kids walked by and didn't look. This boy stopped, gently picked up the bird, and brought it to the side, where it was safe. Later that day, the boy noticed a girl sitting alone at lunch. Remembering the bird, he thought, maybe she feels stuck too. So he sat with her. She smiled. Maybe later she went home and helped her little brother with homework, because she felt happy. That's how kindness can travel from one heart to another, through small and simple things. Do you see how kindness spreads? You might not think what you do matters, but it does. Let's also talk about another part of kindness. Did you know that you can be kind to yourself? Sometimes we forget this. We think that kindness is only about how we treat others. But being kind to yourself matters, too. If you make a mistake, do you ever say to yourself, "I'm so stupid"? Maybe you get angry at yourself for not doing well on a test, or you drop your lunch at school. Imagine if your best friend made the same mistake. Would you say, "You're so dumb"? Or would you say, "It's okay"? Everybody makes mistakes. Why not try being that kind to yourself? When you are gentle with yourself, you actually become better at being gentle with others. It's a little secret. When your heart is soft with your own worries, it has more room to help other people, too. Now, I want you to look around the world with a kindness lens. This means that every time you see someone or something, you imagine, how can I be kind here? If you see a ladybug on the sidewalk, you can move it off the path so it doesn't get stepped on. If you see a friend looking sad, you can just say, "I'm here if you want to talk." If you see someone alone, you can invite them to play. Kindness doesn't have to be loud. It doesn't have to get noticed. Sometimes, the best kindness is the kind you do when no one else is watching. Have you ever heard of invisible helpers? Some people call them heroes or angels. I think everyone can be a kindness hero. You don't need to fly, or wear a costume. You just need to notice when someone needs a little bit of help, or a little bit of love, and then do whatever you can, even if it's very small. But maybe you're thinking, what if I try to be kind, and the other person is mean to me? That can happen. Sometimes people are having a bad day, or maybe their heart is hurting in a way that you can't see. But I want you to remember, kindness is not just about getting something back. Kindness is about sharing the good inside you, no matter what comes back. It's like planting a seed. Sometimes it grows right away, sometimes it takes a long time, and sometimes it grows in a place you didn't expect. But it always matters. Let's talk about something that happens to everyone: fights with friends. Maybe your friend says something mean, or you feel left out. It's really normal to feel upset, or to want to be mean back. But sometimes, instead of reacting quickly, you can pause. Pause and think, what would happen if I was kind right now? Maybe you listen to your friend, or maybe you say, "I felt hurt when you said that." Kindness is about being honest, too, but being honest in a way that helps, not hurts. Sometimes, kindness is also about forgiving. Maybe someone has made a mistake, or you've made a mistake. It's not always easy to say, "I forgive you." But when you do, you are giving someone a very special gift. Did you know that scientists have studied kindness? They wanted to know if being kind is just nice, or if it actually changes things. And guess what? When you do kind things, your brain releases chemicals that make you feel good, chemicals that bring happiness, not only to the person you help but also to you. It's true. Being kind makes us feel happy inside. It's like a gift you give that comes back to you, sometimes in ways you don't understand. Now, there's one more amazing thing about kindness. It's needed everywhere. Not just at home or school, but all around the world. Even grown-ups, even people who are famous or strong, need kindness. Sometimes, the grown-ups fighting on TV or in the news have forgotten about kindness. But you, even as a child, can remind the world. The kind words you say, the gentle way you act, the honest way you listen, those things are important. Kindness also matters to animals and to the earth. If you see a lost dog, or a hurt bird, being gentle and getting help is kindness. When you take care not to waste water or to pick up trash, that is kindness to nature. Our world is our home, and just like with people, the little things we do to take care of it really do matter. I want you to try something this week. Try to do 3 acts of kindness every day. They don't have to be big. You could help your parent with something, say thank you to your bus driver, pick up trash you see, share your snack, or just give someone a big smile. At the end of the day, ask yourself, how did that feel? Did it make your day any different? Did someone smile because of what you did? Sometimes, kindness comes back to you, like when a friend remembers your birthday, or someone helps you when you're late, or someone listens to you when you are sad. When you feel kindness, you can pass it on. But kindness is not always easy. Sometimes people may laugh at you for being gentle, or say it's silly to help. Sometimes you might want to give up because you feel you are the only one trying to make things better. But remember, every big change in the world starts with someone who tries when it's hard. Let's imagine for a moment, what would the world be like if everyone tried to be a little kinder every day? Would there be more smiles, more friends, fewer worries? Would we hear less shouting and see more hugs? Maybe people would look after the planet more. Maybe there would be less bullying, less loneliness, more teamwork, more music, more laughter. You have the power to start that change. Even just you, listening right now. Never think you are too small, too young, or too ordinary to make a difference with your kindness. Little things turn into big things, just like drops of water turn into a river, and then into an ocean. Let's think together. What are some ways you could show kindness tomorrow? Maybe you could be nice to someone new, help carry something heavy, say sorry, or just listen quietly as mom or dad talks about their day. Maybe you could help your teacher, or include someone in your group. Kindness can also be about words. Not just please or thank you, but also you did great. Or I'm happy you're here. Did you know that your words can make someone stay, or even change how someone thinks about themselves? Maybe you want to do something really big for kindness, like make cards for people in a hospital, or pick up trash at your local park, or raise money for animals. Those things are wonderful. But also remember, the little kindnesses matter just as much. Holding open a door. Letting someone go first. Being patient when things are slow. Letting your brother or sister choose the movie, even if you don't want to watch it. Let's also talk about kindness and fairness. Sometimes being kind means being fair. Maybe it's sharing the last piece of cake, or making sure everyone gets a turn in a game. Maybe you look around and notice who hasn't had a chance, and you invite them in. That's also kindness. What about when we make mistakes? Can we show kindness then? Yes. If you do something wrong, kindness means saying, I'm sorry. If you see someone else feeling bad about something, you can say, it's okay, I've made mistakes before too. Kindness helps us all become better, step by step. I want you to remember, kindness doesn't have to be perfect. Sometimes you will try to be kind and it won't work. Maybe you try to help and it's not what someone needs. Don't give up. Keep trying. The world gets better when a lot of people try, even if no one is perfect. Kindness is powerful. It can change a sad day into a happy day. It can change anger to peace. Sometimes, people remember a moment of kindness for the rest of their lives. The time you stood up, the smile you gave, the hand you reached out. So, what is true kindness? It's many things. It's actions, words, thoughts, and feelings. It's caring about other people, even when it's hard. It's caring about yourself, forgiving your mistakes, and trying to do better tomorrow. It's caring about animals, and about the world we all live in. It's starting with small things, and believing that those small things are important. Kindness doesn't have to be expensive, or famous, or loud. It can be gentle, quiet, and small. You don't have to have all the answers. You don't have to know everything. You just have to try, with the heart you already have. If you ever wonder if the world needs more kindness, the answer is yes. It always does. And that means that what you do, what you say, and how you care, matters very much. You matter very much. Thank you for listening, and for thinking with me about kindness. I hope today, and every day after, you will use the kindness you already have inside of you. And remember, when you are kind, you make the world a better place, for yourself, for others, and even for people you may never meet. That's the magic of kindness. Thank you so much.